Is what Catalina locals call the Pleasure Pier. It's home of the world-famous glass-bottom boats.
As you may know, Rob, actor Gregory Harrison grew up right here in Catalina, and his dad was a skipper on one of those glass-bottom boats.
Yeah, some of the most beautiful sailboats and yachts in the world are anchored right here in Avalon Harbor. A frequent visitor is John Davidson's Principia. I wonder if John subscribes to the old theory that a boat is a hole in the water that you throw money into.
Well, if he didn't before, Rob, he certainly does now. I'll tell you why. See, we were supposed to do an interview, which we did with John Davidson, but we were scheduled to do it on his boat right about out there.
Right here.
Well, the steering cable broke on that gorgeous Principia, dashed our plans. The skipper was helpless. We did the interview, Rob.
Where?
26 miles across the sea in Marina del Rey. So here it is.
Many buffalo, many moon come this way. Ah, welcome aboard. I bought Principia in 1975 when I couldn't afford her. I bought her for very little. She's large, but she's cheap.
How'd she get the name Principia?
Principia means the source or the basis. The Latin Bible starts, in principio God created the heavens and the earth. It was the original name in 1928. And I just kept that name on. My first boat was called the Easy Catch. I named it after my wife. And, sort of nautical joke. But no, Principia was the original name, and we thought it was just kind of a classic name.
Did you have to do a lot of restoration, and it's kind of that Victorian theme?
When I first got the boat, she sort of looked like a boat trying to be modern. But I brought her back to a decor that is a combination of Grandma's parlor and sort of a brothel, a Victorian brothel. I wanted that feeling of Victorian look about her, and I love the way she looks.
You can't ski behind it or anything.
No. When I bought her, she had 17 berths on board, but I began taking out walls and things, so now she sleeps 12.
What's the longest amount of time you've spent on her?
Never enough. I have never been on the boat where I've said, gee, I'd like to get off this boat. I spent 6 weeks down in Baja, down in Cabo San Lucas, and diving up in the Sea of Cortez, up inside. Great trip.
I know probably your most frequent destination is Catalina.
I love Catalina, yeah. Avalon, as they say, is so close yet so far away. I would love to live in Avalon. The people of Catalina are a different breed. They're just enjoying life, and we miss it somehow with our freeways and all. There's another pace in Avalon that I love. I love Avalon.
I know it's hard to think about work out here, but I do want to ask you about Hollywood Squares. Coming back, the new Hollywood Squares.
Yes. The great thing about hosting the Hollywood Squares now is, first of all, it's going to be a big hit show, and it's the best entertainment value. It's a half hour of nothing but celebrities trying to be funny. But the second thing that's good about it is it enables me to stay in Los Angeles. Yes, I love singing in Las Vegas and Atlantic City, but Hollywood Squares, we make a week of shows in one day, then I'll go out in the boat for 5 days, then I'll make another week of Hollywood Squares, then I go out in the boat for 5 days. So I love that schedule. Actually, what's kind of fun, people say, how many does she sleep? When my wife and I are aboard, we say she sleeps 2.
Yeah, right.
And it's so nice to just go out with just Rhonda and me and just enjoy a sunset on the ocean.
Oh, I'm sure it must be. How's your wife doing?
My wife is doing, you're asking because my wife is pregnant.
Yes.
She's due in 3 weeks, or 4 weeks now. She's very large. It's our first baby. I have 2 children by my first marriage, but this is our first child together, and I think it's going to be a girl. We don't know, but I think it's going to be a girl. And we're very, very excited.
Well, you've got one of each, so a girl or a guy would be great.
Yeah. I hope he likes boats. I hope she likes boats. This flag means I give up. I wrote a poem about the boat to try to express what I felt. Could I recite it now?
Please do.
I thought you'd never ask. Principia is leaning on the lines we've all known for years, lines of guilt and obligation that bind us all to piers. Piers?
This is good.
Piers,
this is good.
Yeah. It's that constant gentle tugging for our sailing souls to fly and taste the salty seaborne mist on lips that say goodbye.
John?
There's one more stanza. Wait,
okay.
Try to hold it. It's Principia, take me out to sea to dream on a distant shore. Roll me up the rising swell and teach me how to soar. Farewell to all that's scheduled, 'cause she's pulling out to sea. Principia is calling to the runaway in me.
That's really quite nice.
The crew didn't applaud, but sometimes they
Come
try
on,
to
gang, let's
hold
give him a
that way.
hand.
I know
Our crew is applauding.
It shakes the camera when they do that.
Oh, John, after that, Leeza will applaud for you here.
Yes. This is for you, John. I loved it. When we come back, the mystery of Catalina Island's giant buffalo herd.
No.
Yes, yes.
Sounds like a case for the Shoemaker Report. Watson?
Indeed.
Coming up next week on Entertainment Tonight. Monday, Connie Sellecup going for laughs in the TV movie The Last Fling.
Tuesday, Gene Hackman. He's playing a Washington lobbyist in Deceit.
Wednesday, Jane Curtin. From the comedy of Kate and Allie to the suspense drama of Suspicion.
Thursday, Johnny Mathis and Dionne Warwick. 2 on tour in the U.S. this summer.
And Friday, learn how to be a game show contestant as our series, The Game Show Game, concludes.
It's all next week on Entertainment Tonight.
With. It's the same sort of experience singer John Davidson had when he met his first Catalina buffalo face to face.
He started running after me. Didn't paw the ground like you see in the movies. He just started running after me. And I figured I pushed it too far. He hit me, boom, like that, and threw me up in the air, and I was in the Avalon Hospital for 2 days.